What's up guys, my name is Sammy and today we're going to break down and reconstruct the original studio multi-tracks of Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera. And it's going to sound like this. Genie in a Bottle was produced and written by Dave Frank, Steve Kipner and Pam Shane. It was released in 1999 and was the lead single from her self-titled debut album, Christina Aguilera. This song has just been so highly requested for the longest time, so I'm really excited to get into this with you guys today. So we've got the drums and percussion, the bass, synths, guitar, piano and pads, and of course, Christina's absolutely bonkers isolated vocals. This is going to be a good one, so let's just dive straight in and start with the drums and percussion. That was pretty quick, but it's really just that repeating drum part that just goes and goes and goes for the whole song. So I do really love those kicks though. I feel like they've got some nice heart to it and just a really good feel. And then of course when you combine them with the shakers and the hi-hats, it just keeps the song moving along pretty nicely. So let's keep building on those drums and go over to the bass section. Again, just one of those repeating loops that sort of builds and builds and builds throughout the song, leaving room for sort of more melodic elements and obviously the vocals as well to come in and really shine through. So now for the final part of this fairly attitude-driven foundation, we have the first half of the synth tracks. Oh man, that little stabby synth part is kind of sick. I'm sort of sounding like a broken record, but again, just a fairly simple melodic part that just keeps on repeating, but also instantly recognizable and adds some really nice feeling to the song. Alright, now that we've got those parts down, I reckon we could put those 3 or 4 tracks all together and see how this nice foundation is coming along. I don't think the hip-hop influence really stood out to me quite as much until now. Hearing just those parts, like it's super obvious. We haven't even got to the other synths and then the brass section or the piano or of course Christina's vocals. But I mean, David Frank, Steve Kipner and Pam Shane just hit this absolutely out of the park. And Christina too, of course, once we get into the vocals. But before we do that, let's hear the last 2 synth parts, and one of them's like a brass type sound and the other's called Zap, spelt with 3 Z's. So let's check those out. Oh, and there's also a guitar sort of bend in here as well. I mean, Zap is very much of its time, but also does add like a pretty cool flavour to the track. I'm not really sure what to call that sound. I guess Zap with 3 Z's is a pretty fitting name. It reminds me a lot of All For You by Janet Jackson. I feel like that whatever Zap is also got its grubby little hands all over that record. Okay, so now that we've got that fairly gritty hip-hop bass down, I think we can get into some of the pretty parts, and that is the piano and pads. Okay, now the pads to go with it. Okay, that was beautiful. I've also just had what I think is a really good idea, but first let's just put those two tracks together and see how we're sounding, because I'm gonna take a stab and say it's gonna sound really good. Oh, and also if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to drop a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, because we do these videos all the time, the subscribe button is very closely located next to the like button, just begging to be pressed. So do with that as you will. Okay. Wow, that is ridiculous. Okay, I think I've probably talked enough, so I reckon let's just let Christina do some talking and get into her vocals. Let's do it.
Come on, come on.
I feel like I've been locked up tight for a century of lonely nights, waiting for someone to release me. You're licking your lips and blowing kisses my way, but that don't mean I'm gonna give it away. Baby, baby, baby. Oh,
My body's saying let's go, but my heart is saying no.
if you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression. You gotta like what you do.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. You gotta rub me the right way, honey. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and let me out.
Music's playing and the lights down low. Just one more dance and then we're good to go. Waiting for someone who needs me. Hormones racing at the speed of light, but that don't mean it's gotta be tonight. Baby, baby, baby.
My body's saying let's go,
but my heart is saying
no.
If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression. You gotta like what you do. You wanna be with me, you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. Just come and set me free, baby, and I'll be with you.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. You gotta rub me the right way, honey. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and let me out.
That is unreal. I mean, I probably don't need to explain how good a singer Christina Aguilera is, but I mean, come on. Hearing her isolated like that is just unbelievable. Even if it's like a stereo mix of a few different vocal tracks all together, but I mean hearing the leads and then the backgrounds and then some ad-libs coming through, it is just so good. She just has an incredible voice, and like those background vocals just sound so thick and well-rounded. Like vocally she just gets it done every single time. Also, just want to test one more thing. Bear with me.
My body's saying let's go, go. But my heart is saying no, no.
If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression. Gotta like what you do.
Okay, so we've broken down all of the elements that went into making this crazy pop/hip-hop-ish type banger. Definitely a banger. I think it's time to go through track by track and put the entire song back together. And make sure to hang until the end, because ever since 5 minutes ago when I heard those pianos and pads, I have just been quietly scheming on the down low and have something extra special for you guys that I think you're going to love. Alright, Genie in a bottle. Genie in a bottle. Alright, Genie in a bottle. Close enough. Let's do it.
Come on and let me out. Come on. My body's saying let's go. Come on. But my heart is saying no, no.
If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression. Gotta like what you do.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and let me out.
And that was Genie in why can't I say this? And that was Genie in a bottle. And that was Genie in a oh my god. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more Christina videos or just more great music in general from all your favourite artists, let me know what you want to see next in the comments. Alright, I love you and I will see you next time. Peace.